So Great Green Incorporated determines that its marginal revenue per day is given by, so R prime of t, marginal revenue. I'm copying it 75 e to t minus 2t, and they're telling us that R of 0 is 0 if there is no revenue. If we don't produce anything, there is no revenue. Okay. Okay. The company's marginal cost, so C prime of t is 75 minus 3t, and of course, if we don't do anything, I guess we don't pay for anything. Find a total profit from t equals 0 to t equals 10. Okay, so we know that the profit, I'm going to stop sharing, from 0 to 10. I'll come back to it. So we know that the profit is a revenue minus the cost. But we don't have this. Oh, yeah, it does that every time I touch the cable there. Okay, so we don't have, yeah, it does that again. I'm not sure why. Sorry about that. No, it doesn't go back. Okay, it does. So we don't have, what is going on? Let me change the hub here. Is that? Okay, I promise I'm not going to touch anything. Okay, so we do not have these functions. I would be able to determine the profit. Yeah, I have to take this away from here. Okay, so we don't have these functions. We only have the rate of change, the marginal profit, and the marginal cost. But they're asking us to find the profit, so the profit function will be the integral from 0 to 10 from this minus this. So this is 75 e to t minus 2t minus 75 plus 3t dt. Remember, we have to subtract. When I subtract, I distribute a negative sign to these two. So then the integral from 0 to 10, stay. So I have 75, I'm going to copy it. So 75 e to t, because I have negative 2t plus 3t, so I'm going to say, right, plus t minus 75. Simplify the function first. So in the next step, I have 75 e to t, because this is the nicest function, e to t prime is e to t, plus t squared over 2 minus 75t. And yes, I like the limit, the lower limit to be, to be 0. I always like that. I only have to plug in 10, careful, because e to t is not 0 when t is 0, it's 1. I still like it, but I cannot say it's 0. It's 0 for this, it's 0 for this, but it's not 0 for this. So careful with that. So we have, that's 12. So that is, I plug in 10. 75 e to 10 plus 100 divided by 2, 50, minus 75 times 10, 750. These will be 0 now, but minus e to 0 is 1 minus 75. So 75 e to 10. And this is a negative 25, so negative 775. So that's our final. Now, there is, I think, do I have time? Okay, there's 1 minute left, but I don't know if I can answer that in 1 minute. What was the second question there? And I don't want to hold you. What was? Find the average daily profit for the first 10 days. Okay, so we can determine this, just don't let me forget. Find the average daily profit for the first 10 days, because the average of a function, I have to determine the function first. So I have to find the indefinite integral first to find the average. Okay? Any questions? I wouldn't leave it like this. So the average will be simply divided by the number of days. So, but I don't want to. It's time. I don't want to hold you. So we're going to evaluate this on Wednesday, and we're going to divide by 10. And I will also show you another way to determine the indefinite integral first. But it's already determined. So it's the same thing. But we can look at another way.